All right, you guys. Well, here it is. One last time at the Best of Buy, as you can see. Yeah, Best Buy. One final time here, and let's go see what they have for cheap. It's Randy. It's crappy. Let's see what we got. Hello, everybody. So we are back once again from Best Buy. I found myself nothing. Yeah, probably the last time I'll probably go in there, but you never know. They may still end up having stuff. Maybe a month from now, we'll see. Um, so yeah, saw there was like one or two things I was thinking about getting, but I'm like, you know what? Um, I'm going to a big, huge indoor garage sale as of tomorrow. Which, of course, this video is being shot on a Friday, so Saturday. So I'm like, well, I didn't find much in there anyways that I was looking for. And the one thing I was really kind of eyeballing was the JFK set that just came out, but they still wanted like $43 for it. And I'm like, it's that same price on Amazon. I'll just, I'll wait and get it then. I'll get it later down the road. However, though, I did go to my local disc replay. Yeah. Got a nice small pile of movies and a few games. Yeah, because, I found a random gift card that I completely forgot I even had. And so it had some cash on it. So let's see what we got here. Disc replay run right here on the media files. Alrighty, so I decided to throw in a couple of other DVDs that I got at my local Goodwill because I ran through there the other night, and I'm like, well, I don't have these two, and well, the one I did have, it was in a Cracks case, so I'm like, well, it's a replacement, but on top of that, it's got a slip cover with it, so I'm like, well, I'll replace that. Of course, the one I'm talking about, as far as the replacement goes, is Ben Affleck's directorial debut with Gone Baby Gone. Yeah, nice, awesome with the slipcover. I don't think I've ever actually seen this all the way through. But I know it's really good because I know he went and did I believe it was The Town right after this. So yeah, there we go. So the other movie I got that I decided to throw in that I got from Goodwill is a James Gunn, kind of a hidden gem, really. So here we have Super, starring Rainn Wilson from The Office, as well as Ellen Page, or Elliot Page, as he goes by now. Liv Tyler, Kevin Bacon, and of course Nathan Fillion. So there we go. What can we say? An awesome random superhero movie that, it sounds like something only James Gunn could actually do. And this was before he did Guardians of the Galaxy. So then, got several horror films to add to the collection, and a few other little action-packed thrillers. Yeah, so first up, we have, I think this one's kind of a hidden gem because it's kind of hard to find now, according to some reports, but we have Veronica Gergen, directed by the late, great Joel Schumacher, and produced by Jerry Bruckheimer. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I've never actually seen this, but I heard it's really good. And loaded with bonus features too, which is pretty cool. And I think this just got, or is going to get, a Criterion release, or I saw it got like another limited release, like some point. I can't remember exactly where it was from, but anyways. All right. So then up next we have probably one of the greatest Japanese action films of all time. We have the director's cut of Versus. Yeah, now this is the original Tokyo Shock release. Now I do have Ultimate Versus, which has actually an extended cut on it, and it actually has additional stuff shot specifically for that edition. And I think this cut actually has scenes in it that are not actually in that edition. But there is also the R-rated cut, which looks pretty much exactly like this, except it says R-rated up the top. There, you can see director's cut. But if you have never seen Versus, check it out. It's very highly recommended. Like, come on, you got guys with, you're in a forest, samurai, you got swords, gunplay, zombies, zombies that do kung fu, zombies with guns, zombies with swords. It's nuts. And it's insane, and it's one of the best action movies ever made coming out of Japan. Directed by Ryuhei Kitamura, by the way, who's a big old friend of Hideo Kojima. Yeah. Then up next, we have, an action movie from, I've never seen this film out of his filmography, but we have the late, great Patrick Swayze, made around the time, or released, and not really made, but released around the same year as Point Break and Roadhouse. We have Next of Kin. Yeah. Just kind of came across this one, and it sounded interesting, and I'm like, cool, I'll have to check it out. Alright, now we have a few more movies to add to the horror collection. Yep, so you can still see it's still up there behind me, and I still need to change that out. Alright, so first up we have a double feature. A couple of old school horror films, both produced by Val Lewton, apparently. So here we have I Walked with a Zombie and The Body Snatcher. Yeah, The Body Snatcher stars, of course, Boris Karloff. Directed by Robert Wise, so that would be interesting. But yeah, I mean, it's got 2 commentaries for both movies, and that's basically about all that you can really need, but what can we say, though? It's a double old-school horror feature, so there you go. Alrighty, then up next we have a movie to add to the Wes Craven collection. I've never heard of this movie. I didn't even know this one existed. I figured maybe it was figured that he produced it or something, but all I know is that it stars the original Buffy from Christy Swanson, and also has music done by Charles Bernstein, who of course did the original Nightmare on Elm Street. But we have Wes Craven's Deadly Friend. Yeah, I've never seen this. I've never heard of it, and I'm like, sweet, a Wes Craven movie that I've never actually seen. So hey, there we go. Then up next we have horror movie I've been trying to track down for a while. I just got lucky and found it. I think this edition is actually way out of print now. But here we have from Anchor Bay, we have Night of the Demons. Yeah, I've never seen this. I know it's a huge gore fest and whatnot. And it looks pretty gory on the back, but has some great bonus features on here. And like I said, this is actually an Anchor Bay release, and I think Shout Factory did their version of it. But when it comes to the original DVD release, this is kind of hard to find. Obviously, it's out of print. And finally, for DVDs, we have the latest film in this franchise. Sadly, from what I understand, it did not do very well, and at the time of this recording, David Gordon Green is no longer directing the next 2. It's sad. But we do have, here in the collection, we have on Blu-ray, The Exorcist Believer. Yeah, I did not see this in theaters. I wanted to, but I'm like, I think I'll just wait till it comes out on Blu-ray, and then I'll just watch it then. But yeah, what can I say, though? I mean, they had several copies of it, but they only have one copy with the slipcover. I'm like, I'll take the slipcover instead. Same price, though, which was kind of nice. But, features, of course, the return of Ellen Bernstein and, loads of other, I would say it's a new story, basically a sequel that takes place after the first movie. Basically, it's pulling another Halloween, from what I understand out of it. But, yeah. Loads of great creepy stuff. So, alrighty. So, now let's go through the video games. Yeah, we got a bit of an older school run this time. But, basically, 3 different games, 3 different systems. So, I guess we'll just go with oldest to newest, I guess. So, first up, I've only had the second game of the series. I don't know why I never collected the rest of them. But, I know the movie's out. I have not watched the movie yet, but from what I understand, everything was done for real in there. And I love movies that use practical effects over CGI. Not to say, CGI can't be used for great things, but sometimes you can just tell when you're in a good mood. But anyways, so for the PlayStation 2, I got this mainly for $2. Yeah. So here we have Gran Turismo 4. Yeah, now this is in the original PlayStation 2 release. It's not the greatest hits because, well, greatest hits obviously is red. And I'm like, sweet, awesome. I don't have GT4, so there we go. And then for the Xbox 360, I don't know why I've been wanting to collect 360 games lately. And I guess I'm just trying to collect a whole bunch of older games because, a lot of the newer stuff that's out, I've seen about 500 times already. And, hey, beggars can't be choosers. But I'm like, you know what, though? I want to collect some of the older stuff and kind of, get my collection back up a little bit. But we have for the 360, we have Fable 3. Yeah, it's the third game of the trilogy. I need to get the first two, obviously. But, hey, I'm not going to complain. This was only $1.99. And I'm like, sweet. There we go. Fable 3. And it actually came with the booklet, too, which is nice. And then this game was recommended by Metal Jesus. I was browsing his channel on some of his hidden gem videos, and so this one is from Atlas. Typically those games are kind of hard to find, or they go for a bunch of money, but for the PS3 we have Dragon's Crown. Yeah, it just looks like an awesome game. And what can I say though? It's like a side-scrolling beat 'em up type of game and whatever. Kind of an RPG, I believe. But what can I say though? It's kind of cool that that these games exist because sometimes you need to have something other than a full 3D. I like that 2D side-scrolling stuff. I love all that older stuff. So yeah, there we go. All right, so not a bad run there. Not a bad run at all, So, thankfully, the gift card basically paid for all of it. So, there we go. Alrighty, so that does it for me to you for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button. And with that, I will see you guys later. See ya.